Hello friends, welcome to our channel NEET Biology Expert. I am Dr. Parveen, your biology professor. In this lecture series, we are studying about the class 1 first unit diversity in living world. In this particular lesson, we are going to study about taxonomic categories. Right. So let us have some basic understanding of what is classification. What is classification and why should we classify organisms? See, our living earth is having huge number of organisms. First, in order to study about every organism and its relationship with the ecosystem, we have to first classify the organisms. Okay, so this is called biological classification. Biological classification is the scientific procedure of arranging organisms into groups and subgroups based on some similarities and dissimilarities they are having and placing them in groups or in hierarchy of categories. So we have to classify organisms based on some similarities what they are showing and some dissimilarities what they are showing, and then we have to arrange them in a hierarchy. Okay, so this is called biological classification. In this you have to remember a word called taxon. Taxon means category. Category is the common normal word, and scientifically if you are talking you should use the word taxon. Okay, organisms are grouped into categories. The scientific term used for this categories is called taxon. Taxon is singular and taxa is plural. So each category means it is each taxon. Taxa indicate categories at very different levels, very reflect hierarchies. Okay. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy means the science of classification. That is, in Greek, taxis means arrangement, nomos means laws. So we follow certain laws, not just classifying the organisms. We have to follow certain laws, certain guidelines. So accordingly, we arrange the organisms. That is the science of arrangement of living organisms along with their classification, description, identification and giving name to the organisms. Everything includes taxonomy, right? Okay. Now, we are going to see taxonomical hierarchy in this lesson. So, first you should know what is a hierarchy. Hierarchy means, for example, take a government. So, in the government, who is in the top level? The prime minister is the topest hierarchy. Okay. So, next to the prime minister come cabinet minister. Then comes other state government. Like this, there is a hierarchy in the government. Similarly, in the classification of organisms, also we follow a hierarchy. This is called taxonomical hierarchy. Okay. So, what is the definition for this term? Taxonomic hierarchy is the process of arranging various organisms into successive levels of biological classification. We are classifying and putting them in an order. Okay. It could be a descending order or an ascending order. So, that is called taxonomic hierarchy. And each level of this hierarchy is called taxonomic rank or taxonomic character. It is a position in that hierarchy. Okay. Now let us see how the organisms are classified. Hierarchy of classification. We have 7 levels of hierarchy basically. They are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. These are the 7 hierarchy of classification. This is from its descending order. You can even put it in the ascending order like species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom. From lower to higher. Either way you can say. Okay. Okay. Right. So, in order to remember this 7 hierarchy, you have a mnemonics that is called kings play chess on fine green silk. This is the mnemonic, right? So, here K stands for kingdom, P stands for phylum, C stands for class, O for order, F for family, G for genus and S for species. Kings play chess on fine green silk. This is the mnemonic for your hierarchy of classification. Okay. Let us see about each hierarchy one by one. We will go from the lowest hierarchy, that is species, for easy understanding. Right. What is species? John Ray coined the term species. He wrote a book called Historia Generalis Plantarum, in which he classified almost 18,000 species of plants. Okay, so he was the man who coined the term species. Ernest Mayr, he is the man who gave definition for species. Okay, so what is species? Species is the basic unit of classification. It is the basic unit and also the lowest unit in the hierarchy of classification. Okay, so what is species? Species are a group of organisms with similar morphological characters or traits. They should have same characters, morphological characters. What is morphological character? By external appearance, it looks same. That is morphological character. They can interbreed naturally and produce fertile offsprings. That is important. Species should breed naturally and produce young ones. That is called species. Okay. They have common ancestors. Genetically, they have common ancestors at the level of DNA. That is species. Example, Mangifera indica, Solanum tuberosum, Panthera leo, Solanum melangora. You see all this biological name. The first name is genus, the second name is species. Here the second name is species. Okay. So see here, Mangifera indica means it is mango tree which is available only in India. So that is called indica, this species, one particular character. Similarly, Solanum tuberosum means potato. Tuberosum species means potato. You have Solanum melanogaera also. That means eggplant. That is brinjal. That is different species. Okay. But they are related. Solanum. Okay. So like this, species are very much closely morphologically and genetically related. But there are something called exceptional species. That means some exceptional animals produce sterile offsprings because of mating with closely related species. For example, you see here in the definition of species, we told that they should interbreed naturally and produce fertile offsprings. Means organisms in the species should naturally reproduce and produce their young ones. But some organisms where human does this hybrid, okay, artificial method, so new species are produced. For example, you see here male horse and female donkey together they produce a new species called hinny. This is hinny. Male donkey and female horse. We have mule. This is mule. Male lion and female tiger. We have liger. Male tiger and female lion. We have tigon. So this hinny, mule, liger, tigon, these organisms not exist naturally. They are man-made. They are artificially produced. How? See, naturally horse and donkeys, they won't breed. Okay. Lion and tiger, they won't mate naturally. And man made this artificial species. So they are sterile. That means these organisms, how long they have lifespan, they will live, after that they die. They will not give birth to young ones. Okay. So they are called exceptional species. We have the next category of classification, that is genus. What do you mean by genus? A group of closely related species evolved from common ancestors are called genus. Genus means group of species we put in a next hierarchy called genus. Okay. This genus is having two groups. One is monotypic genus and another is polytypic genus. Monotypic means they have only one species, no other, just only one type. Example for this is red panda. This red panda animal is having only one type. Okay, only one species. And next one is polytypic. Many organisms have this polytypic species only. Okay, polytypic genus. Many species are there. For example, take this genus Felis. Felis is name of a genus which includes cats. Okay, so see it has Felis domestica, Felis margratis, Felis sylvestris, all these different species. All these different species come under one genus, Felis. That means domestic cat, jungle cat, wild cat, everything are under one category, genus cat. Okay. Second one, Panthera. Panthera tigris means tiger. Panthera leo means lion. Panthera pandus means leopard. Lion, tiger, leopard, they are all different species, but they come under one common genus, Panthera, because they have some common characteristics. Okay, so this is called genus, group of closely related species. The next category of hierarchy is family. Family means group of genus, closely related genus. See, first species are put into genus. Now we are putting genus grouped in family. Okay. So what is family? Family includes a group of related genera with less number of similarities. They have similarity but very less similarity. That's what family has. Okay. So for example, see, family Felidae. See, all the family will end with the AE. Okay. Family Felidae means the Felidae includes cat. Here you see Panthera, wild cats, also under this family. Felis, domestic cat, also under this family. Okay, Panthera, Felis, both are under the family Felidae, cat family. Similarly, family Canidae, dog. All the different types of dogs will come in this family. So like this, there will be some similarities, there will be some differences. So all come under family. The next hierarchy of classification is order. What is order? A group of family is called order. Okay, order being a higher category, it is a higher category. It is an assemblage of families which exhibits few similar characteristics. For example, you see Felidae means cat family, Canidae means dog family. Both are under one order, Carnivora. So, Felidae, Canidae, both are coming under one order, Carnivora, because they have some relationship, some genetic relationship, some morphological relationship. So, they are under one family, Carnivora. Okay. The next classification is class. Class means one or more related orders with some common characters. So, one or more orders with some common characters are called class. Okay. So, for example, you see Primata is an order. Carnivora is an order. Primata includes monkey, apes and man. Carnivora includes dogs and cats. These two are different orders, but they are put under one class called Mammalia. Okay, they are all coming under mammals. So, group of orders are called classes. The next highest category is phylum. That is, a group of classes with similar characteristics are called phylum. So, for example, phylum Arthropoda means all animals segmented having hard skeleton are grouped under phylum Arthropoda. Phylum Chordata means amphibia, apes, mammalia, reptilia. See, all these are different classes, 4 classes. All they are coming under one phylum, Chordata. Okay, so like this, classes were grouped under phylum. And the next highest and the last category is the kingdom. So kingdom means various phylum are included in the kingdom. See here, we have 2 major kingdom. One is plant kingdom and animal kingdom. All the plants are included in the plant kingdom. All the animals are included in the animal kingdom. Here, if it is animal, we say phylum. But if it is a plant, we say it is a division. Okay. So, kingdom contains group of phylum in case of animals, group of division of plants in case of plant kingdom. Understand? So, for example, kingdom Animalia contains phylum such as Porifera, Chordata and Mollusca. So, all this phylum comes under the kingdom Animalia. Okay. So, these are the hierarchy of classification. So, let us see some organisms with their categories given in the NCERT book. So the common name, every organism has a common name and has a biological name which has a genus and species name. Okay. So common name man and its biological name is Homo sapiens. Homo is the genus name and sapiens is the species name. Belongs to the family Hominidae, order Primata, class Mammalia, and here this is a man. Okay, so animal kingdom. So we call this as phylum. Phylum is Chordata. Okay. Second one is housefly. Housefly is the common name. Biological name Musca domestica. Genus is Musca. Family is Muscidae. Order Diptera. Class Insecta. Phylum Arthropoda. Example for a plant. Plant is mango. Common name is mango. Biological name is Mangifera indica. Genus is Mangifera. Family name is Anacardaceae. See here, family name, all name ends with A-E-A-E. Okay. Hominidae, Musicidae, Poaceae, A-E means family. Okay. And order for mango is Sapnidales. Class is Dicotyledonate and it is not phylum, it is a plant, no. So we have to say division. So the division is Angiospermae. So like this, some examples of this taxonomical categories. Okay. So let us revise what we have learned so far in this lesson. We learned what is taxon. Taxon means category. Organisms should be categorized in order to study their properties. Category is a general term. Taxon is the biological term. Okay. So the science of classification arrangement is called taxonomy. We have hierarchy of taxonomy. Accordingly, 7 major important taxonomical categories are there: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Okay, I hope you understand this lecture. Our next lecture will be on 3 kingdom and 5 kingdom concept. If you like this, please give a like and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel NEET Biology Expert. See you in another lecture. Thank you.